the pardon that got me out of prison after 19 years of a 32-year sentence was a conditional one. So it wasn't just a stroke of the pen over and done. I had to satisfy the conditions for 3 years to remain free. And basically that just meant that I had to be on probation, or technically under the supervision of the parole board, even though we no longer have parole in Virginia, which is a confusing thing. So I had to find and maintain employment, I had to check in, I had to get permission initially when I left the county, and then eventually when I left the state. I had to basically run things by them to make sure I stayed out of trouble. But on August 16th of this year, I completed my 3 years of probation. So then I was technically done with the terms of my conditional pardon, and I eventually got a piece of paper saying that. And unfortunately, even though I satisfied the conditions of the pardon, it doesn't mean that I'm free and clear, that I have no record. Because basically in 2021, they said, hey, we're going to commute your sentence under the agreement that you have to meet all these conditions for the next 3 years, and after that, it's going to remain commuted. Because under the Constitution of Virginia, the governor can only grant an absolute pardon to someone who's actually innocent of the crime. Because I talked to the governor's staff and I looked at it because I was thinking about going to the military, and I thought that would help clear the process. And there are other states in the federal government where someone can get an absolute pardon even if they admit to doing the crime, even if they were on video doing the crime, but Virginia requires that specifically. But all that really remains is that on my record, or on a piece of paper on a computer somewhere, is a list of the felonies that I was convicted of, and then the fact that I cannot possess a firearm. I have no further restriction on travel from the US, but there are some countries that won't let me in because I have a criminal record, and again, that's why that absolute pardon would have been nice.